well, there's like nothing positive I could say, but I don't think that I gained anything deeply meaningful about my experience from my experience in the hospital or the boarding school that I was in. Like, my healing really happened afterwards, and it came kind of from realizing, like, my life doesn't have to look like what I thought it would look like and maybe what everyone else's around me looks like. Like, it's okay that I don't love crowds, and it
Hmm.
seems that, like, everyone else my age, like, loves crowds and, going to, like, big things. Like, that's just not my thing, and I keep pretending that it's my thing, and it's not for me, and maybe everyone else has this path for their education, and mine's gonna go this way, and that's
Hmm.
okay. It's okay that my life looks a little bit different. So, finding acceptance for my path and my life, being the way that was authentic to me and supportive for me, and then finding, mentors and people that inspired me and that I felt connected to and admiration for, that had a huge impact on me. Um, I had some really awesome, like, teachers or people in high school that played that role, but I don't think that I really found those people for myself until kind of after I came out of treatment, and that just helped me feel a sense of hope about my future and motivation, the same kind of motivation I'm describing about, like, oh, there's so many ways to have, like, happy and successful life, and I get to
Yeah.
create that for myself. It's okay that it's not gonna look like maybe what I thought it would look like.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess, Andrew, when just listening to Kira, I mean, we as adults, as our age, old people, we are still slowly realizing things too, day by day, right? It doesn't ever change. It's always the next hurdle or the next level of accepting where we're at or ourselves and aging, right? That's where Andrea and I are at. Or, okay, I shouldn't say Andrea, but me.
No, I'm
It's
changing
like,
too. Obviously, I'm here.
how do you accept where you're at any stage in life?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I think also from a parent standpoint is one, we've talked about this in other podcasts, is not having the expectations of your kids of what you expect their life to be like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then supporting them when they're questioning whether or not they're normal or they're expressing some sort of a insecurity about not fitting in, and
Yeah.
then encouraging the uniqueness and the ability to be authentic to yourself. It's probably very healing for a child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think teenagers have such a drive to fit in with their peers. Peer acceptance
Right.
is so important to them. And they often are seeing, one model of what a good life is, and
Yeah.
thinking that if they can't match that or mirror that, then they're doomed. And,
Yeah.
there's nothing good about them or nothing worthwhile. And then we were talking about the thoughts earlier, then the thoughts become so focused on what they're not and what's wrong, instead of
Yeah.
focusing on what do I love, what lights me up, what do I want to create, and focusing on that. So that's really, I think, what was underlying, like, what was healing. It was like accepting that things aren't going to be perfect, and can that be okay? And then can I focus instead on what I do want to create in my life,
Mm.
instead of, like, lamenting what it's not.
Hmm.